That's what we look at at night, isn't it, that? I think it's some municipal thing because it's got the Spanish flag flying on it.
What time is it now? Half 11. Bad is it? What, 75 degrees.
Difficult to see.
Bloody hell again.
This looks like, what's his name? The owl fella here at the big one.
Pardon?
Says the other on, isn't it? The rides on that.
Going on it more?
Ahí enfrente, ¿me ven? Ahí sí.
Yeah. Shopping, much. You never give in.
In front. Vous voyez juste un jet là-bas au fond. Of the tour. There are hundreds of towers all over, partout. Well, down below this is Tarifa, and the southern point in Europe. Ici en bas c'est Tarifa et le point le plus au sud de l'Europe. The boat is still to arrive here. Le bateau n'est pas encore arrivé.
the tea with the mint tea with the honey cake. Lunch aujourd'hui. Directement fait la visite de la cage entre de la ville, Place de France, center de town, French Square. American l'ambassade de Rabat, Canadian l'ambassade, Rabat aussi. L'ambassade canadienne au Rabat, parce que le Rabat est capitale de...
You get to know your neighbors well. Yeah, to get take your picture with your bargaining with. What did you give it for?
That's three. You wanted 1,000 for once to start off with.
Hey, t-shirts. They are. But that's not my best for t-shirts. I mean, let's say it's not a shirt t-shirt.
Sourire, là, ouais.
Oh, ils sont
Hein? C'est montrer qu'on est allé de l'auto.
What's that woman say?
Está con loco.
I don't think the gate is nearly as
Who's speaking? Where's speaking? Plus tard, on va vous expliquer. Well, this place where you are now is a rock cooperative center that belongs to the art school of Tangier. As we only have a short time together, I'd like to give you a brief idea of these beautiful Moroccan hand-woven rugs and carpets, which are
No shirt? Amen. Half price.
So you have to pay to stand and take the camel.
How much? What you doing now?
Yeah. Same dip, no, the same dip, but not same dip. £1 or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this one, but
No, I don't want
change it. Look, you change Look. Hello, lady. You might want
C'est elle, c'est une jambe. C'est pas ça?
Trois heures par semaine. Ici au Maroc, nous sommes travaillés pour 4 jours par semaine, ça suffit pour nous.
That's going to get all the way over the far side.
the road winding around.
This way? Well, there's no shops this way. can't get it in the case, Mo. And so for a change, we're doing some shopping now. Getting a little bit windy. Sky is fantastic. Fires are still burning. Near the top now. Another 80 degrees tomorrow with a bit of luck.
This is the very first time you are doing a Miss Election. ¿Es la primera vez que haces la elección? ¿La última vuelta que fue la elección? The first time, but not the last one. No, the last one. The first one. And tell us, are you nervous, quiet? Nervous, don't be nervous. You will see we are here in the family. So, on behalf for Miss number 1, Barbara, don't be nervous. You will see, very easy to manage. Y bueno, no nos pone el vale. Y vamos a ver ahora nuestra Miss numero 2, our Miss number 2, because la Miss numero 3, Miss numero 2, e il nome per piacere? Catti, e viene di dove? Bergamo, Italia, sempre. Wow! Very sexy, come on! Cuando yo digo, ok, are you ready? ¿Preparadas? ¿Listas? ¡Vamos allá! ¡Dai! ¡Come on! Y ahora, por favor, please, Natalie, followed by. Quanti anni ha il uomo? La barba? Si sei, you were with Eddie. 60, 60, eh? 60, 60, eh? Sister. And Natalie, how old do you think he is? 65. 65? 65, 65. So Samson. Famous sister. Anela, quanti anni ha pensa che ha questo uomo?
45.
45, 45, Carlson, 45. Ok, you can take off the blindfold. Se vuole tipo quitare questo questo è l'uomo, this was the gentleman. Look at him, 65. No, thank you very much, thank you. No, sorry, it was a joke. The gentleman, please, do you mind to come to the stage? Yes, he's coming. Here is he, he's the broken one. Aquí está il caballero. He's the gentleman, il uomo che ha, questo è l'uomo, non l'altro, è questo. Please, the name? Ah, il nome. Alcarone. Y usted viene de? Alemania, Germany, la Germania, ¿eh? A ver, ¿cuántos años tiene usted? ¿Sí, no?
Alemania.
Sí, ¿cuántos años? How old?
58.
58, 58. San Cantuit 58, 58, 58. San Cantuit. Eddie! Eddie, come Eddie. Eddie, come here. Go for it, yes. Here is Eddie. Eddie's here. Aquí está Eddie. Bueno. Vale. Be careful because maybe he's gone again. He won't be here. He's a baby. Lui è quello della birra, non della latte. Oh, yes? Va bene? It's okay? He's alright. No. Eddie! Okay, Abby asked for our miss number 1, very good. Cazzi, dove lui ancora? I think he's alive, non mi piace a lui. Eddie! Come on, dove... What the... Dai, occhi. Mangiare Eddie, dai, è buono, Eddie, non mi noti. Eddie, oh, è cattivo, You really naughty this. Eddie, vero che è buona. Say he's good, he's good, but...
Last day, and we're going shopping just for a change. Would you believe it's heading for a shop? This shopping expedition is to save 25 pesetas on a bottle of scotch. It's cost us 25 quid in bloody bus fares up to now. This is mooring on automatic pilot shopping mode. Yes, the automatic pilot's working. She's in. Oh, this is better. This supermarket's only a 24-hour walk away. And save 2.5 pesetas on a bottle. Oh no, they've not got none. I'm trying to save another 1 peseta. Was it 1 peseta dearer?
No.
We've got to walk another 24 hours.
£3 there.
Hasta la vista, hello Puerto Sol. My God, I don't believe it, they've walked past the shop. Twice in a week. My God, they bought something. The shop gonna, keeper's gonna throw a party. Bought a rubber, shall I say. Last couple of hours more, and the hottest day of the lot. Are we going to the beach?
Yeah.
I'll watch this. Come on, Fatty. You. Off him.
Wrong way.
Andy. I've got that to do. On you're on camera there, so.
Coming for tomorrow. Aye.
You on?
Put it out.
Yeah, give us one that's staying with. Hold on 1 second.
Hello. Hey, Dad.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I'll go this one.
Do that again.
Don't know what it looks like on film, like. Andrew?
Is it off underneath? It's not off that.
Well, that. Oh. Yeah, it.
Can I show you one that it's not off flame when you catch it?
No. No. Philip. Philip, just do it properly.
Yeah, what's going on?
Come out the way, Anne. Yeah!
I reckon I've got one eye on. One eye Take your time, though. Oh, unlucky Phil. Oh! Rubbish. Oh, can't shoot! Did you get that? Oh, get the cane out of that. No, no. Yeah, as soon as they're out, that's it. Ah, no, I'm not good. Come on. Go on then. Big sheet. Big sheet. Right under your arm. Right underneath, yeah, like that.
Nicola, you nearly at Andrew.
Start right to the top. That's it. I thought you were supposed to drop them there, Phil. I see you put it up. I'm putting you off, though. I'm putting you off. Serious now, serious.
Oh!
Right. And I'm only doing that for a joke.
No, the door's getting locked.
Go on.
You have to go round.
Yeah. Oh, this is promotional video. Children's entertainer. Now you leave a line of pate.
It's a few magical tricks on them as well, they do like.
Smoked it. Smoked it. What? Harder than your dog.
without fertilizer.
Right, that one.
Today met relatives of the deportees. He was hoping to visit the campsite, but first Israel and now Lebanon have refused to allow him access to the security zone.
Here, the parents of the murdered Norfolk teenager Joanna Young today appeal to other parents. Keep a check on where your children are all the time. Police said the killer would have been mud-stained. They believe someone may be harboring him.
36 hours after their daughter was found dead, Robert and Carol Young faced the cameras to appeal for help in catching the killer. On the night she disappeared, they thought she was going out to meet friends. Her mother's last words, "Don't be late." Her father said Joanna was sensible and wouldn't have gone off with strangers.
Any strangers, I'm almost certain she wouldn't go with them. You know, as I say, you hear so much of this sort of thing happening, and as parents we get worried.
And from them both, an emotional warning to other parents.
I stress to all parents not to be complacent and think because it is a small place these things don't happen, because they do.
For God's sake, make sure you know where they're going.
Yes.
Because I wish the hell I'd done that.
Mr. and Mrs. Young said they didn't know Joanna had split up with her boyfriend. Today, he said he hadn't come to terms with her death.
I still can't believe that, you know, she's dead.
The police revealed this afternoon that a sighting of Joanna in a kebab house in Norwich turned out to be false. Anya Sitharam, ITN, Norfolk.
A young policewoman remains in intensive care in a Liverpool hospital tonight after being stabbed in the heart, stomach and arms. It's the fourth time WPC Leslie Harrison has been wounded in the line of duty.
29-year-old PC Leslie Harrison was stabbed as she tried to arrest a suspected burglar in the Wavertree area of Liverpool. Colleagues who'd heard her screams on the radio found her fighting for life, her heart punctured. It was the fourth time in 5 years at the Wavertree Road police station that PC Harrison had been injured in the line of duty.
The fact that she's been assaulted previously perhaps says more about society than Leslie. Leslie is extremely professional, keen policewoman.
PC Harrison underwent emergency surgery at Liverpool's Royal University Hospital. She'd recently spent 5 months off work after being injured tackling another burglar. 2 of her 5 brothers told a press conference she accepted the risks of her job.
She was being paid to do her job, and that's the way she looked at it. It's just another job for her.
Tonight, PC Harrison is still seriously ill. Her family is at her bedside. Doctors have said the next 12 hours will be crucial. Ian Cundall, ITN, Liverpool.
Huge crowds have been celebrating in the Somali capital Mogadishu after 2 rival warlords promised to end their fighting. It means an end to the green line that divided the city.
Thousands of Somalis poured into the streets in response to a call from their leaders to heal the wounds, to begin the difficult process of unification. Throngs of people waited excitedly for a glimpse of the city's two main warlords, whose appearance at such an event was unthinkable only a few weeks ago. General Mohammed Farah Aidid stood before them first, smiling broadly. And then the crowd saw him give a helping hand to his former enemy, Ali Mahdi Mohammed. It meant a lot on this day of peace. None of the country's warlords have disarmed, nor will they, unless there's a multilateral agreement guaranteed by the presence of international forces. But for as long as there are uncontrolled weapons, there is danger. If the Green Line areas are effectively thrown open and gunmen abide by the new orders, the US-led forces should be able to send in regular patrols for the first time. As Somalis headed for home, their political and military leaders declared the capital free of division. Saying it is one thing, making it whole is another.
Here, the rare sight of crowds of shoppers spending money provided many stores with record sales takings today. But there was bad news on jobs. A survey of 2,000 firms revealed a quarter expect to cut jobs early next year.
The best day of a bad year for retailers. The Christmas sales brought thousands of bargain hunters back to the shops like this one in the West End of London. Shoppers like Charles and Yvonne Newgas, who picked up a new washing machine reduced by £100. Like many shoppers today, they were looking for essentials, not luxuries.
The days of buying fur coats are gone. The recession.
This store, Selfridges, had suffered from price wars and terrorism. Today, sales were up 15%, the best in 10 years.
Frankly, things have been difficult. We have had a hard time, and when people come in and spend money the way they have done today, it is a surprise.
A record day of trading at this out-of-town shopping centre near Sheffield. More than 150,000 people came to browse and buy. But one good day for retailers does not mean good news on the job front. A new survey by the employment group Manpower says more than a quarter of firms expect to cut jobs in the spring.
Now with news of today's sport, David Bobin.
Well, Norwich still head the Premier League tonight despite a goalless draw at Leeds, but Manchester United moved dangerously into second place after blasting 5 past Coventry. Eric Cantona got United's third from the penalty spot. Giggs, Hughes, Sharp and Irwin completed the rout. Chris Kiwomya scored a late winner for Ipswich, who came from behind to dent Blackburn's hopes of maintaining their challenge. And Andy Sinton notched a hat-trick in QPR's 4-2 win over Everton, who had Southall and Rideout both sent off. Well, Aston Villa needed a win at home against Arsenal to go third tonight. The game was decided by a penalty right on half-time after Villa's Dwight Yorke was upended by Arsenal's David O'Leary. Dean Saunders scored from the spot. Ian Wright almost equalised for Arsenal in the dying moments, but he was denied by Nigel Spinks. Brilliant save. So Norwich still the leaders, United moving into second place and Villa go third on goal difference. Trainer Martin Pipe is celebrating the rare feat of saddling the first 4 in today's Welsh National at Chepstow. The winner was the 11-4 joint favourite, Run for Free, who came in by 8 lengths.
With 3 Welsh Grand National victories in the last 4 years, Martin Pipe was expecting more success today. It nearly didn't work out. One of his horses, Run for 3, courting disaster 7 fences from home. But as they came round the final bend, Run for 3 was 10 lengths clear of a trio of teammates, Riverside Boy, Minahoma and Bonanza Boy. Safely over the final fence, the Pipe dream of a 1-2-3-4 was becoming a reality. Run for 3, the 11-4 joint favourite, finished 8 lengths clear of Riverside Boy. Minahoma was third and Bonanza Boy fourth after a photograph. Remarkably, the clean sweep was one of just 5 wins for Martin Pipe on today's Chepstow card.
England's cricketers have set out on their winter tour of India and Sri Lanka. The squad mixes veterans like Mike Gatting with a number of inexperienced players. The captain, Graham Gooch, said the Indian side could pose problems.
Well, they're an unpredictable team. I don't think their performances in South Africa have done them justice, but you know, they're a very dangerous side, and we were giving them the utmost respect because in any international match, you know, you can't afford to underestimate the opposition.
Finally, some late news. Israel has just said 10 of the 400 Palestinians deported to Lebanon can return, but they would have to face trial. From David and me, good night.
Good night.
Hello, good evening. Well, the wintry theme very much continues with slippery stretches on roads and pavements tonight, as well as some dense fog patches, and they will be freezing in places. Now, with such a penetrating frost, temperatures, as you can tell from this chart, are severely pegged back. -4s, -5s, it's only in the mid-20s. That is apart from the very far northwest and some coastal areas. As we go into tomorrow, that fog will prove very reluctant to clear indeed in some places, but a dry day with plenty of wintry, hazy sunshine breaking through, much like today. That is apart from the very far northwest. Here the cloud piling up from the west, hint of a change ahead, and some bits and pieces of drizzle just getting into the Western Isles. After such a cold start, temperatures will really struggle to recover, 3 or 4 at best, and really that's only the high 30s. Now, a very quick look ahead at the weather for the rest of the year. So that's a reminder of tomorrow's weather. Then on Wednesday, we've got that thick cloud pushing southwards all the while, giving off rain for Western Scotland and Northern Ireland, perhaps getting into the north of England. Come New Year's Eve, it's a case of that thicker cloud giving snow in the far north, cold and frosty in the south, and then on New Year's Day, another more active band of cloud with even more rain from the northwest. Here's the summary.
Well, there's a dry but very cold night ahead, with temperatures typically down to -3 degrees and even lower in some areas. Icy patches are possible on untreated roads and pavements, with pockets of freezing fog adding to problems for those travelling in the region. Tomorrow will be dry and there'll be a good deal of wintry sunshine, but the frost and patchy fog will be slow to clear during the morning. Well, temperatures will reach a maximum of about 4 degrees by the afternoon. That's only 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, the outlook, the dry, frosty picture will stay with us through Wednesday, but things will begin to change on Thursday. Cloud outbreaks of rain and freshening southwest winds will spread from the north during Thursday and Friday, with cold, bright weather back by Saturday.
There's always one joker who thinks that he's smarter than me. I ain't gonna quit!
Richard Gere stars in An Officer and a Gentleman, Tuesday at 9.
A young woman prays for a miracle next and receives a visit from the Pale Rider.
When you put the cat out tonight, don't forget the empties.
Hiya, it's me again. There's a lot of surprises, so come on in. There's fantastic bargains and over 200 famous name beds. This one's half price and only £189. And amazing bargains on over 3,000 carpets, many at half price. So get down to Allied this week and really surprise yourself.
This kitchen, $3.99 from Kamikaze Kennel. Free worktop sink and taps when you spend £500.
There's a whole lot more at Junction Bar.
Choose a quality Gleason home for 1993. Show homes on sites throughout the Northwest. Call Gleason now for more information. 0800 830 830.
Women. You see, the thing is, you gotta be real cool. Don't call them, just let them stew. What's that line from the old film?
Fanning the flames of desire with the bellows of indifference.
Nice one. Golden rule number 1. Treat them mean, keep them keen. Hello? Debbie! I was just thinking about you. I was gonna call. Sally, get up. What? No. She's a dog. No, that's all the terrier type thing. Debbie, listen to me.
As a designer, I'm obviously interested in the way things look, and it was the shape that first made sense to me.
New Regular Always has changed its shape.
Extremely comfortable, to the degree that I didn't even know I was wearing it.
New Regular Always has a natural shape and a natural fit, as well as the one-way dry weave top sheet to help keep you feeling fresh and dry.
It's that shape that sells it to me.
The new natural shape Always. Always fresher, always drier.
Why won't my powder get this chip grease completely out at 40 degrees?
Because it's fat.
And butter? At 40 degrees, my powder won't always shift it. How come?
Because it's fat, and some compacts don't stand a chance at 40 degrees.
And now?
Now there's Ariel Ultra with fat digester. Its remarkable ingredient. Look,
On these fat stains at 40 degrees, some other compacts can have problems, but Ariel Ultra digests fat, leaving clothes ultra clean.
I hate to admit it, but Ariel's worked.
The fat had no chance, even at 40 degrees.
Ariel Ultra digests fatty food stains at 40 degrees, some other compacts leave behind.
Coming to Center Parcs was one of my better ideas. It's lovely, and the villa's terrific. The children are in their element. I've hardly seen them. Even Sue's found some time for herself. We've sailed, played tennis, relaxed, not to mention the golf, and the horse riding. Yes, it's good here.
Center Parcs. Ring for the brochure. The British holiday the weather can't spoil.
It's free cleaning at Johnson's. Any 3 garments cleaned and hand-finished for the price of 2. That's free cleaning at Johnson's now.
Salvation for a mining town now in the form of Clint Eastwood, Pale Rider.